Hello again, year one. Okay, we're going to be looking at our book again that we've been learning about for the last week. We're going on a bear hunt, and of course, the book is about a bear and it's about a family going on a trip to find a bear. And then when they find a bear, what happens? They're not too happy, are they? And they run away. And we want to think today about why they run away. Are bears not cuddly creatures like teddy bears? Why did they run away? So let's have a look at the last bit of the story, and then we'll come on to that. So the last bit of the story, you might want to go back and watch the whole story again, but we're just going to watch the last place that they go to in the story, the family on their trip.
We're going on a bear hunt, we're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day, we're not scared.
Uh-oh. A cave. A narrow, gloomy cave.
We can't go over it, we can't go under it. Oh no! We've got to go through it.
Tiptoe. Tiptoe. Tiptoe.
What's that? One shiny wet nose, two big furry ears.
Look, they've used some describing words there. They said one big shiny wet nose, two furry ears, was it?
Two big goggly eyes! It's a bear! Quick! Back through the cave! Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Back through.
So, why are they running away? Why are the family running away from the bear? Are they scared of the bear? That's what we're going to be thinking about today. We're going to be describing a bear. So let's have a look at our picture of a real bear. So we've got some photographs here. Look at the photographs. What can you see that we could describe on the bear? Well, I can see his fur, his eyes, his nose, his teeth. Maybe he can swim. His roar. For example, I think maybe if I was describing his teeth, I might say they could be sharp, pointy, terrifying, yellow. If I was describing his fur, I might say it's brown, it's soft, it's long. Also, we could describe the noise a bear makes. What is this noise I'm about to play? Listen carefully. Say that's a growl or a roar. Is it terrifying? Is it loud? We're going to be thinking of lots of describing words today when we write these sentences about the bear. Now, you've got two jobs. Your first job is to write some sentences describing the bear, what the bear looks like, what the bear sounds like, how people feel when they see the bear. The second part, you're going to write about how the bear is feeling. Now, how do you think the bear was feeling when he's walking away, when he doesn't get the family? Maybe he wasn't even trying to eat them anyway. Maybe he was just friendly. How would you feel if everyone ran away and left you on your own? You'd feel very lonely, wouldn't you? It wouldn't feel very nice. You'd feel alone. You'd feel like you had no friends. You might be miserable. You might be sad. And where do you think the bear would go once the family have locked themselves in the house? Where is the bear actually going to go? Is he just going to go back to his cave and be lonely still? Does he still have no friends? What is he going to do? If he has no friends, he's probably going to be very bored, isn't he? What do bears like to do? Maybe climb trees, catch fish in lakes, fight with other bears. But I think he's a lonely bear. I don't even think he has any family or friends. So we're going to think of some words to describe his feelings as well, how he's feeling when they all run away from him at the end, okay? So you're going to have, I've got one of the last year two's books here. You are going to have two bears like this, but the problem with this is there isn't that much room, and I know that you can write loads. So if you want, you can just write on a page, a lined page instead of this, because there isn't that much room. Now, I'm going to read out this person's description of the bear. Then I'm going to have a go at writing a couple of my own sentences of my description of the bear. And then I'm going to have a couple of sentences about how the bear was feeling at the end of the story. But I've given you something to help because I'm a nice guy. I've given you this mat of lots of words that you can use to give you ideas for sentences, okay? Now let me read this person's work from last year, okay? They have said when they're describing the bear, and it's very neat, I must say, he has a big furry coat. The bear has 2 big googly eyes. He has lots of sharp pointy claws. He also has big pointy teeth. He has 2 big ears. This is good. They might have used the word big too many times, but you could say huge, ginormous, humongous, giant, enormous. There's so many different words you could use instead of big, isn't there? Anyway, so let's think of a sentence using some of these describing words now. Where could I use the word hairy? Let's try and put that in a sentence about the bear. Which bit of the bear would you say is hairy? Let's see. The bear has a hairy coat. So I've said he has a hairy coat. I'm going to highlight that one. Can you think of another describing word we can put in there? Hairy what coat? What else do we know about his coat? I think that person might have even said it. What colour is his coat? He had a hairy brown coat. And because I'm using 2 describing words, I put a little comma in there, you want. The bear has a hairy brown coat. Okay, let's think of a different part of him. What about his teeth? Okay, his teeth are... Who can give me a describing word about his teeth? Well, obviously you can't give me one, but who can think of one at home? And I'm passing those ideas through the screen to me. I can think. His teeth are sharp and... Think of another one. Enormous. His teeth are sharp and enormous, or he has enormous, sharp teeth. Okay. Now, I want you to think of some other parts of the bear you can describe, okay? Then, I'm going to change to my blue. I'm going to write some sentences about how he was feeling. So let's think of a feelings words. We've got lots of feeling words on our word mat we have. He might be feeling angry. He might be feeling lonely. He might be feeling sad. He might be feeling upset. He might be feeling miserable. He might be feeling alone. So, let's see. I might say he might be feeling angry. Why might he be feeling angry, the bear? Let me think. He might be feeling angry because he didn't get to eat the family. Maybe he was trying to eat them because he didn't get any dinner. I've used my joining word because in there, okay? How else might he might be feeling? He might be feeling lonely because, well, because he's got no one to play with. He has nobody to play with. He might be feeling miserable because he doesn't have anyone to play with. He might be feeling angry because the people are leaving him out. He thinks that they're running away to leave him out, but the reality is they're just scared of him. So this is a good chance for you to use lots of describing words in your sentences and maybe to use the joining word because or the joining word and in your sentences. Okay? Remember, capital letters, take your time into writing. I would rather you had 3 really neat sentences where the capital letters were nice and straight and nice and tall than 20 messy sentences. 3 good ones is better than 20 messy ones, isn't it? Okay, best of luck, year 1.